Hey everybody, this is StuffHePlays, and I'm going to do a little, my thoughts on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So it is a early access game right now, with an expected release date around November of 2017. They've been pretty consistent on their updates and added a lot of new features. The latest one being the rewards caches, or crates as they call them. And you can actually purchase keys and crates. So um, there is going to be a microtransaction element to the game, but it's going to be cosmetic only. So it's no big deal. You know, sometimes developers try and find ways to make a little bit of money as well as on top of the game. But let's go ahead and play a quick game, shall we? So as you can see here, they have North American, European, Asian, Oceanic, South America, and Southeast Asia servers. You can play either as a solo, duo, squad, solo first-person perspective, duo first-person perspective, or a squad first-person perspective. Now, the first game I'm going to play, I'm going to do a solo third-person perspective, and then the second game I will do a first-person perspective, just to give you an idea of the difference in how the game plays and how you have to react in the game. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? Now, when the game launches in, first thing you'll notice actually is that you're put into a lobby where, as the people that are joining the game gather, and first thing I would recommend doing is there's a option in your settings under the sound to voice channel. Just switch that to either only team or none, because if you go into the all channel, it's pretty bad most of the time. It really is. So that's just my suggestion, though. Do as you will. So let's go ahead and as you might be able to hear, there's a lot of shooting in the background. So what I normally do is I get out of here. I go somewhere safe. I find my happy place. Where's my happy place, you might ask? Why? In the water. Gets me away from all the noise. I can do a little bit of exercise in game, because outside of game is just ridiculous. And you can swim under the water, and you can hear all kinds of things. So now, you can't die in the beginning zone, which is very nice. Now, if you notice up in the top right-hand corner of the screen, there's currently 93 people in this lobby. The max would be 100 people. And when it's all set to go, you get put on this plane and you fly over the island. Now, there are many different places that the plane will come in from. You know, east to west variety, north to south, south to north. They'll even go northeast to southwest, so on and so forth. And you have to basically pick a place where you want to drop down and try and find a way to survive. Now, we've already passed the base. A lot of people have probably jumped there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go for the shooting range. Maybe a risky move on my part, because the circle may end up down in this region, but that's where I'm going to head to. So let's back out here. Okay, so there's the shooting range over there in the distance. We're going to jump out of the plane, and we're going to make a go of it. Now, there are different things to make you go down quicker, like you can just point your camera straight down and you'll start to dive. But the one thing I always like to do is I like to make sure to see if there's anybody else coming with me or around me. And I seem to have, looked like just there was one person, and they were going towards Saverne, which is one of the towns in PubG. So I'm going to try and get down here pretty quickly so that I can try and find some loot. Yeah, there's one guy over there, Saverne. And one other guy behind me coming in. So yeah, I need to I need to hurry up and get a weapon so I can kill him. Let's see if we can find something, shall we? There's some bullets. There's the backpacks. Armor. And I'm playing it a little bit dangerous here with this thing, but I needed to get something to kind of help me out here. So maybe I might be able to find... Ooh, there's a suppressor for an AR. Now I just need an AR to stick it on. Give myself a little bit of quiet. Okay, so we're going to keep running around here, see if we come across anything. So there are many different areas that you can go into to try and find weapons. This just happens to be one of them. Let's see, he's probably already got something. I hit him once. Now I just need to get to safety. Make sure he doesn't hit me. Let's see if we can find him. Take him out. Ah! See, and there he is. Hit him again. Where'd he go to? DC? Well, let's do this. Let's see if we can't find a weapon. So if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll have a map. You'll also have a bar up above it with a countdown timer. With that countdown timer, you'll see a little guy. The little guy basically indicates how far out of the zone I am. And still... Ooh, a vector. Nice. Alright, so let's see what we can put onto the vector. Switch that over to auto. Okay, so we've got two weapons now. We're going to put that on, we're going to put that on, and we're going to do a little bit of healing here. Now I have my keys bound so that I can heal a little bit quicker. And once you've taken damage, unless you have... Okay, so if you've taken damage, you have bandages, first aid kits, med kits, syringes, energy drinks, and painkillers. Now, bandages will only get you up to 70%. First aid kits will only get you up to 70%. A med kit will get you up to 100%. Each one of them takes longer to apply, though. On top of that, you have painkillers, which I'm taking some now, which will apply not only a heal over time effect, but it will also apply a speed boost to me. Now, I can also take the energy drink, and that'll fill up that little orange bar, and it'll actually heal me quicker over time. I really think that guy disconnected. Now, I have a silencer on my assault rifle. I have a silencer on my SMG. I do not have any type of scopes, though. So let's see. Pretty sure he cleared this out. Ooh, a helmet would be good. The helmet gives you a little bit of armor. You have 3 different levels of armor. You have a level 1, level 2, and level 3. Helmet, chest piece, and that's it. But you can also pick up a frying pan. And the frying pan, what it does, it acts as a level 4 butt protector. Yes, you heard me right. Butt protector. Dun dun dun. So if somebody's shooting at you from behind, it can actually deflect the shots. So we're going to start moving towards where we need to go. So as you see, there's a blue line behind the little guy on the bar. That blue line will do damage over time to you. And if you're in it too long, you will actually die. So the key is to always get into the quote-unquote safe zone. Now, the safe zone is not always so safe. And sometimes you don't even make it to the safe zone. But it's a challenge getting there. Where am I going? So it looks like our center circle is probably going to end up somewhere around there. And at the top of my screen, I have a compass with number systems. You should be able to see it right there. I've applied a marker onto the map that'll help guide me to where I'm ultimately getting to. And that compass system is also good for using when playing with others. You can do call-outs. The call-outs, you can call out like 195 double-story building, something of that nature. And it'll give your squad mates a point of reference to look if, in fact, you're in a fight. So we've got a pretty good distance to run here. Actually, right before the river is where the white line is. So we should make it there okay, as long as we don't get dead. Now your control scheme is like your standard first-person shooter games, you know, WASD. You have an interaction button, which in this case is F. R for reload, C for crouch, X to holster, and pull out your weapons, or at least your last equipped weapon. You can also do G for grenades, and Z will put you prone. Okay, so I'm going to actually try and get behind some cover here so that I can kind of scan the horizon here. Now, I don't have a scope, so all I have is my iron sights on my weapon, but it does help a little bit to get a little bit of a lay of the land, see if I see anybody in the distance. Because we know for a fact there was one guy by us. There was at least one person that landed over by Severne. So the likelihood of somebody coming up behind me is probably pretty low. Now, one of the things in dealing with water in this game is to always make sure, if you're, like in my case, trying to get to a next spot, if you don't want to take damage while crossing, say, that river, you want to go underneath it. You could... Let's see if he's... I don't think he saw me. If he saw me, he's not indicating it. Okay, so let's... Here, so that was the second floor. On the second floor, so we gotta be really quiet. Make sure. Bam. Okay, so he did not know I was there. He had some pretty good gear on him, too. Nope, I don't want that. I'll take that. And see, he did not have a helm. Okay. So I need to find me some more ACP ammo. Hopefully there was some maybe laying around. No. So the magic of that suppressed weapon is just, it's beautiful. So I've got 7 seconds before I really gotta start get moving again. But I'm gonna do a quick scope of the land with this 8x scope. It's gonna help, and I can maybe help determine the path I'm gonna take. Okay, so there's doors open over there. See, I gotta go past the school here, so I'm actually gonna take, go like this route. And see if that is the better way to go. See, there's shots over by the school. So the trick that I'm using is what one of my fellow squad mates calls edgelording. Actually, we don't need to quite go just yet. Well, we do, but we don't. Let's see if we can find some. There we go. Some 45. See, it always pays to look. So now I have a little bit more ammo for my SMG. I do need to get going though. At some point. I was kind of hoping for a better vest. Let me go ahead and pick those up. Okay, I'm still in the zone. Let's see where it goes to. Oh, see, I got a ways to go here. And unfortunately, it's going to take me through a very dangerous area. So let's grab that. Now there are vehicles in this game. There's motorcycles, there's cars, there's jeeps. Of course, they're all called, different things. Okay, so this has been looted pretty darn good. So we'll just keep on trucking. Oh yes. More ammo. Ammo's always a good thing. Now with me, having suppressors on my weapons, it does help some. Because then it gives, it's harder for the people that you're shooting at to determine which direction you're actually shooting from. However, there's some pretty good players in this game, so I tend to find the best ones and shoot at them and die shortly thereafter. Okay, so there's shots definitely coming from that direction, which would be the east. I'm going to try and cut across this field, stay out of view for the most part. Okay, hit him twice. Seeing he didn't really know where that was coming from. Damn. See, he didn't know at all where that shot was coming from. So he thought it was coming from behind him, which gave me that little bit of extra oomph to help get him. Oh boy, gotta get my breath back because I gotta start running. Okay, so now you're gonna see me start taking some damage now from this blue line. And I'm hoping there's a vehicle up here that I might be able to get into. Because it's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt a bit. And I don't see... Is that a buggy? Nope. So if I'm lucky enough to make it, which I'm a pretty good distance out, what I would do is I would, while I'm running, I would heal myself up. Yeah, I gotta get going pretty quick. This is going to start chunking pretty good. But I'll heal myself up while I'm running to give me that little bit of extra coverage, land coverage. But you do it at a certain point to where, you know, you don't really waste it per se. So I'm sure you should see pretty well that it's hurting. And I gotta get up over that ridge, so I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and use it while I'm still far enough out. So I need to get to some cover to make sure that everything is good. And then what I can do with that coverage is hopefully heal up again. So I'm going to aim for this tree right here. And I'm going to heal up again. Hopefully there's nobody around me. Because I gotta start running again. And I really don't have any time to wait. Try to always use as much cover as possible. There's a guy right there. See, now that's gonna hurt me. And I can't really run fast. And then he's up here by this tree. And he got me with a vector. I heard him pretty good, so I made it to the top 20. That's not too bad. So in my next video, I'm going to do a first-person perspective. So hope you guys enjoy this. Hope that it's helpful. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.